Welcome everybody out there, all around. How are we doing? It's my most exciting moment of the week. Thursday. What do we call it? Thursday music making people. Thursday making music people. No, I think it was the first one. Anyway, welcome, one and all. We've got a particularly interesting challenge today. We're going to be taking a leaf out of the book of a certain Andrew Huang, and we're going to be doing the 4 producers 1 sample challenge. Well, I suppose technically we've got like 2 samples, but I'll explain. You'll see as we get more and more stuck in. Can't even say my own thing. I don't even know what it's called. The Music Making Thursday people. I'm just going to get the link and send it out to a load of goons on WhatsApp, because that's always a jokes thing to do. And I haven't done that today yet. I usually do it in the morning, but I thought, why don't I do it as it's starting this week? And we'll see how that goes. Yes, Dan. Yes, Nico. Welcome. Welcome to the ting. It's a beat making sesh with DankNStein. Nico, welcome. Okay, right. Where's the link for this thing? Share. 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 Oh baby, baby. Okay, did that get sent to everyone? Yeah, boom. Okay, so create a blank session. Let's just jump straight in. I have done, previous weeks, I've done a recap at this point of what we've been doing in previous weeks. But today we're just going to dive straight square into the new challenge, so I can show you guys what's going on here. So what's this? This is like the fourth. I can't spell 4. The 4th stream. That's a very exciting name. It'll do. Let's not get ourselves stressed out about what we're gonna call the file. Come on now. Calm down now. Right. So we're gonna do our classic loadout. 8 mono audio tracks, 8 stereo audio tracks. We're gonna drop 8 mono instrument tracks down, and then we're going to take 1 stereo master fader. I could create a template of that. Every single project I've ever created in Pro Tools, and let me tell you, there have been hundreds and hundreds, I just do that manually. It's probably kind of dumb. Okay, now next thing is next. Do 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 do. I need to get into my WhatsApp and download these samples. So we are lucky enough today to have got some pretty crisp samples coming in. My dad, who did drop into one of the streams the other week, I believe, is currently learning to play the pedal steel, which is kind of like a guitar, but it's like on a table. And yeah, it sounds amazing. And they play it with the big slide. It's kind of... It's in Bear Country tunes, but it's just such a unique sound. So we're going to do that. We're going to do that thing right now. So let's drag these samples in that he sent me. Except we can't, because they're from WhatsApp. So these are MP4 files. Okay, so we're having the same beef that we had the other week. But that's fine, because we can do it in VLC, I think, can't we? So I get rid of these guys. There's our 2 samples, and then we convert/save file. Oh yeah, it doesn't. Oh yeah, that's weird. And then you have to manually add the files again. Okay, so there they are. Convert/save, convert. Boom, convert to audio. MP3. I think MP3 will be fine. FLAC would be lossless, but let's just go MP3 because these are phone recordings anyway, I believe. Destination file. Oh, destination. Yeah, that's fine. Downloads is fine, whatever. Oh, file name. Steel. So is it going to call them steel 1 and steel 2 or something? What's going to happen here? Or did it just make one? Oh, it looks like we only got the first one there. Okay, so then we need to do it again. Convert/save. And then we highlight the second one this time. Is that the second one? Yeah. Yeah. And then MP3. Browse. Steely. Are you reeling in the years? Okay, and now I'm going to bail from web WhatsApp because it's going to be dinging in everyone's ears all night otherwise. Let me get my thing back so I can see the chat. Who's arrived? Yes, Stefano, welcome. Michael's here. Oh my god, Nico is here. Yes, okay, so I'm guessing that Michael Kirkland isn't my dad, given he's considering pretending to be him. That's fine. And then I think we're ready to actually chuck these samples in right now, aren't we? You know what's annoying me? Okay, wait, hold on, this is fine. Let's just remove that from there. I think I know what I'm doing. Steel and Steely, here they are. So let's get them involved. They are stereo. That's nice. Nice. So. Oh, no, they're the same. We've done the same one twice somehow. How did we manage that? So we need the one that's 52. I thought this is... Okay. Okay, so whatever happened here, it just did the first one again. So let's remove that one from here. Remove. The 52. Yeah, this one. We just want that guy. High drama. Steely. Steely really. It's the real Steely. Steely really. Start. Steely really, is it ready? Is it done? Okay, that looks more promising. It looks like it got cut off. It looks like the file isn't finished. I just dragged it in before it was finished, didn't I? Have I flopped it now? No, okay, good. Alright, finally. I could have probably done that before I started streaming, but ho-hum. We'll live. Yeah, so we do have a theme for today already. Michael. So yeah, here's the thing. Let's listen to them. Basically, what we're going to be doing is everybody. So we got Nico, we got Dan, and we got Finberg. Everybody, the four key ingredients from last week. But if anyone else wants to join in, I'll send you these samples now. We're all starting with these pedal steel guitar samples that my dad's made, and we're going to make music starting with these samples. So let's listen to what we've got. Isn't that sound so pang? It's amazing. Okay, those are nice. Yes, Finberg. Inside. Those are nice chords. We could do something with that. Ah, yes, and that last one goes up. Okay, that's something we can use. Those, like, a lot of those were the same pattern, and then that last one went up, which was very, very nice. Okay. Oh, wait, hold on. I want to hear the swell coming in. I like the tremolo on those. Nice. I wonder if the two samples are in the same key. We could always pitch shift them if not anyway. What's that? I thought I heard like a bassy sound. Maybe it's like a car that went past outside or something in that moment. Yeah, alright, safe Nico, get started. I'm gonna, yeah, the email is 143CFR. CFR. Charlie Foxtrot Romeo. 143CFR@gmail.com. Alright, this is so awesome. So okay, so let's just check these ones. So yeah, so I'm gonna cut and slice this stuff up. Yep, that's the email address, Michael, that's right. Okay, yeah, Michael Kirkland. Yes, I'll forward you the samples on WhatsApp right now, brother. Boom, 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 ha, boom, 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 ha, boom, boom, boom. Where are they? Here they are. Boom, there's one of them. And there's the other. Cool, so you've got a Michael. Get cracking. Let's see what you got. Okay, so the way I'm going to start this is by making this track really, really big so we can get a really good look at these waveforms. That's actually too big. It's almost kind of harder to look at. Okay, yeah, cool. So we can see then a bit more. But and the first thing I want to do is I just want to actually clean up the silence. So if we just loop the silence, okay, we've got a bit of a tail, bit of reverb there. That's almost like a lo-fi beat already. Okay, anyway, I'm digressing, getting distracted here. So if we just loop that, actually, let me do what I was going to do, which is start with the silence looped, because what you can do basically is get a feel for where the in fact, if we go like this and get a loop that has silence, so this loop I've set up here has silence and then it has some of the instrument too. So now we can, let's do this. Definitely get a low cut in there first. See if I bring that right up, you'll hear it. Clearly not, because I've got it on the wrong track, like a moron. It's the first stereo track, so it's over here. I was wondering why I couldn't hear anything. I had changed it. Right, so we'll bring this. But a lot of the richness of the instrument is actually down here. You see, where we come, by the time we come up to here, we're losing quality of the sound on the instrument, but we're not actually losing any of the hum. So not much of the hiss is high up. It's yeah, so look, a lot of the hiss is really high frequencies. So maybe actually the high cut is, or the low pass. top end either. So this is kind of like almost like a radio effect. If you take all of the top end frequencies and all the bottom end frequencies and just have this tiny little band in the middle, that's kind of gives it this like old school radio sound, because, well, radios didn't have the highest like frequency range in terms of what they could kick out. It's a way of making the data that you have to send a lot smaller, which in the early days of radio is quite important. So they'd cut all the high and low frequencies and just send the ones in the middle. But we can brighten it up then with a very bright reverb. But that's going to clean it up. So it will start just with this, and we might tweak this. We might add a bit more to it later if we think it's sounding too messed around with. Let's just see if that's going to mess too much with these. And if we compare that to bypassing it. I think it's fine. And I think what we could also do is we could add a gate. But actually no, because what we're going to do is we're going to slice these. So we've got this. That's quite a nice slice. So let's take that. Is that the same as this? Yeah. Yeah, okay. So we'll take this middle one. And we'll chop it out. Like so. It doesn't look like there's anything there, but trust me, there is. Yeah, there we go. You can see it. Let's make this track a bit larger just so we can see what we're cutting out. And then we got... So we'll take one of them. And then I want the last one where it went up. Oh, baby. You know what I cannot wait to do is once we've got our slices of all of this kind of sorted out into a loop, the funnest part is going to be writing a bass line. Start with static noise. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, classic, Michael. Don't worry, man. Yeah, leave the stream, make your beat, and then check back in at 9 o'clock. What key would you say this is in? Dan, I don't know. I haven't started working it out yet. Let me find out. I would predict that it's in E or C, but you know, actually no, I don't know. So if we just mute the main track that we loaded the samples into now, and then we'll just get the three cuts. Put them all together and put them to the beginning. And let's just listen to this. Yeah, can we see? Yeah, it sounds like C then to G then F, right? Is it starting with like an A minor chord more? Yeah, A minor, G, F, or like D minor maybe. And then. And I think, yeah, that chord's like a D minor there. Is it? So it's hard to tell because the notes are sliding around, aren't they? But I think what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to feel it out with my ears. I think you're right though, Dan. I think broadly speaking, we can call all this C. There's like C major. There's hints of C major, G major, F major, A minor, and D minor. And if you look at all of those chords together, that basically spells out a key signature of C, doesn't it? Or thereabouts. So let's have a look here. Why is this track still got noise? That's so weird. I can't hear anything from that track. Okay, it was just glitching out somehow. G to A. Yeah. Okay. So. I'm feeling that kind of tempo. Something like that, yeah. So let's start slicing. Let's start slicing and dicing, baby. And we'll take the click track off here. I like that. Yeah, I like that bit. Better. We're going to go into slip mode. Yeah, sweet. So got a cut there. So we're going to make another cut somewhere around here. And we're just looking for spots where the transients reach 0, you see, because if they're next to 0, then we're not going to hear the cut. Because the waveforms have already hit 0. We're not cutting like a waveform in half. If we cut it here, like that's when you hear pops and cracks in your cuts, which we don't probably want. So that's a nice little slice. I think we've got a segment there. If we take that out with a copy and paste, and then mute this one, just listen to what we got. So you see it's a very sturdy, very like sudden start and stops, but it's not clipping. Okay, back to the main thing. Yeah, I just want all of that actually. I just want so slice it there, around the 0 mark there, and we're just going to keep it until just like anywhere there is fine to cut that, I think. So those are 2 pieces that we want, and then we just want we basically want the same sample but with the upwards. So it'd be somewhere there. Oops. I didn't want to cut through that one. Okay, somewhere there. Zoom it on and get rid of that. Okay. And then we can always grab bits we want from the top actually. So let's start to tidy up here. Cool. Till about there. And then this one, which is one long chord. Yes, Defenders. Oh, Dank and friends, that reminds me, I've been working on my Discord today. I've got some joke things in store. It's going to happen. It's gonna happen. Oh, and also a little save the date is this Sunday is when I'm gonna kick off the charity live streaming for St John's with the hardcore run of Poetica. Sunday evening. Keep it in your diaries. It's gonna be massive. I'm planning on streaming for like longer than I've ever streamed before, I think. It's gonna be long. It's gonna be huge. Get ready. Okay. So we're gonna want to slice this up even smaller, I think. But let's just work out what we're doing. So we've got put these just over there for a minute. And we're going to get our click track on so we can hear what it sounds like in relation to everything else, in relation to the rhythm. And oops, what did I do there? And then yeah, we'll keep that one muted actually, and we'll move it to the top, and we'll just call it like sample. So that's just a track that's just like a sample bank basically. It's just like for convenience having them all sat there. What about time? So I'm planning on starting at 7:30 p.m. UK time, whatever that works out to be for you lot. And then we'll just go until the early hours of the morning. We'll just like go until we reach like fucking blue steel, man. Okay. Click tracks on. Yep, good. So I might, oh, now we want to go back to grid mode so that these things snap to place. I want a bit of the first one that won't. Or maybe not. Maybe I want like a bit of that. Yeah, let's cut this one in half so we get a jump. I like that. I like the sound of that. Did we lose? Oh yeah, we want to move the EQ over to the channel track we're actually working on, which is this one. There we go, that does actually sound a lot cleaner already. So we go back to slip now. Yeah. Somewhere around here, but there we go, that looks like a good spot. And we want to, yeah, let's just do that. Does that actually affect? You can barely notice that's gone missing. And then we can copy that. Oops. We'll just duplicate like that. That's easier. Put it at the start there. Okay, let's go back to grid. So you got blah 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 blah, blah or something. Well, I guess we move that to there to go. Yeah, sweet. I want something else for that right there instead. Let's try a bit of that one then. If we just do it really crudely just to test it, we can always tidy it up later. Get rid of that and put that in there. Yeah, I quite like that. Should we make this cut half the length. No. Maybe 3/4. I want it like there, maybe. And then blah, 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 blah. Or just, yeah, just actually have the... Yeah, fuck it, let's just put that whole thing there. So like there, right? Sick, sick, sick. I'm feeling this immensely. Oh yeah, James. I converted them in VLC player, mate. Do you want me to send you the MP3s? I've made MP3s of them. I'll email you the MP3s now, bruv. What was it? I think it's Steely Reely. I've forgotten because I named them stupid things. Steely Reely and Steel. Yeah, these two guys. If I copy those, get my Gmail. I'll just reply to the email you sent me, bruv, with the mix from last week in. There you go, boy. Is that like way too loud? I'll turn it down a bit. And then we have the same loop again. Here. Ba, ba, da, ba, da, ba. Yeah, sick. And then bring that into there. So we've got some nice choppy bits, but we've also got some nice long bits. Here's our loop. Okay, sick. I'm feeling it. Let's like produce these now so they sound really, really peng. First thing I might do is compress them, I think. Just a gentle limit on them. And then if we put them into a guitar amp. It's terrible. I'm not really a fan of the amp. The amp's just affecting the quality of the sound too much. So let's get a reverb on them. Yeah, I see already. And we want a really bright reverb, I think. So I've removed the high frequency cut so that the reverb brings the high frequencies back into this equation. Then what we're going to do is we're going to rename this as our steel riff. And then I'm going to duplicate this track with the playlist in it. And then we'll get rid of the reverb on one. And we're going to do the classic, maybe not hard pan, but we're going to separate them out. And then we're going to make this reverb just 100. percent. So we've got the right channel is like all reverb and the left channel is all dry signal. So what's gone wrong here then? Is it just is freaking out just with the panning? Interesting. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to convert both of these to mono. How do we do that? Multi-mono. So what we just use gentle limiting. So get rid of the compression that we added. And we're going to go multi-mono to... Oh, we can't do that with the compressor. It doesn't let us. That's a shame, isn't it? Or is there just like a turn it into mono type? I guess we could do it with the EQ instead. So we have to EQ them again. But probably best to do it from the beginning of the chain anyway. There we go with that. Wait. I thought I did this already. It still hasn't turned it into a mono track though. Does it still freak out if I do that? That's so weird, isn't it? I don't think these are mono. So actually, here's how we deal with this then. Because these look like, it looks like VLC has made them into stereo MP3s, even though they don't want to be. They want to be mono. So let's move them onto these mono tracks here. And just get rid of one half. Oh wait, this is dumb because these are literally the identical thing. So it's like, yeah, these are all the same, but whatever. Let's do that and that. Get rid of those. Right, and now we have these two tracks we can just get rid of. Yeah, just delete them. Right, this is our real steel riff. And this is like our steel reverb. How do I record from PC? Get Fruity Loops, mate. Fruity Loops is the best place to start for music production. For sure. So now we're going to work on that effects chain again. Don't want them too loud. Okay. Hard left, hard right. Get the reverb bang on there. And it would be, what did we do? Long plate bright worked quite nicely, didn't it? Yep. Maybe it's too long. Maybe we want like some sort of small plate bright. Maybe we only go like 50% on the right channel with reverb. Yeah. I like that. Alright, Michael, I will in a sec. I'll check it in a mo, mate. In a mofo. Bwah, 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 bwah. Okay. Alright, so this is a loop that needs either some drums or some bass. I feel to add some bass. So let's get this looping. Also, I want to experiment with something here actually. I'm going to take this cut here and I'm just going to pitch shift it with time correction up 12 semitones, which is like a whole octave. Let me just hear how that sounds. Okay, I think that might be nice. If we do both that, if we do it with the reverb track too. I want to switch them around. I want the ones that are up the octave here. I want these ones here. It's almost like too far, isn't it? What would it be like if we put them up like a fifth instead? So it's a fifth, 7 semitones, right? Yeah. No. I preferred it when it was the octave. And I think maybe we switch them round then. So I was just thinking for too long then. But what we'll do is we'll put up the octave ones in the second half of the loop, but we'll put the standard ones in the first half. So like this. Safe Dan. I just like the octave thing too much. I think it needs to be both times. It just needs to be the thing. And also, this thing, I want like a slice of it, like a tiny slice of it, to put at the end of our loop, like in here, like there. Yeah. And we're going to put them in different places on the second one, like there and there. Get. Okay, so I feel the next place I want to go with this is bass. Or something, right? But like better. That'll do for now. We'll perfect the bass sound later. What we do is we'll just bring both of these down to say -7. So we just got huge amounts of room in our mix here as we add more sounds in. Get rid of the click. And then we start writing a bass line. And this is where we're going to work out exactly what key we're definitely in. But Yeah, it's C. Or we could try like A minor vibes. Need to get rid of the scissors on the hand there. Then you go back to the pen and it gives you a proper versatile tool. More. It needs more, fam. Get some more. Just going to point this down. You know what? My webcam has been through a lot recently. Because everything's happening on Zoom calls, I keep moving my computer around, move my webcam around. Oh yeah, okay, let me see what you've sent, bruv. It's a Gmail time. Oh, you sent me a YouTube link. I need samples, bruv. Is this just like an actual tune? Yeah, that's pretty live. I do like a bit of Spanish guitar. Probably, given we've already got the pedal steel on this track. But you never know, maybe we'll add a bit of Spanish guitar in a bit. Maybe we'll get to that point. Okay. Yeah, so we can have fun with this. Because like we can have this kind of vibe. Or we can have this kind of vibe on it. On the A minor. Which is much more ominous. Oh, it's Italian guitar. Okay, cool. I kind of like, I always think of nylon string guitars as Spanish guitars, regardless, I guess, of who's playing them. But I should have said nylon string. Dum dum. I'm gonna double up my grid here so that I can get a separation between those two bass notes. Yeah, like that. Maybe we want this one to be to the end of the bar, actually. It's on the beat. Boom. So this is a little bit basic, but let's try it. I want like a riff. I don't just want like ba-bum, ba-bum. I can easily cut samples out of a YouTube video anyway, mate, so I can get round to that. No worries. No worries. Okay, hold on. Let me get rid of this. Yeah, okay. We should just keep it really simple. We know that's where we get our ba-bum, because then the guitar part's doing long notes there. Ba-bum, ba-bum. Yeah, and let's let the bass take it to the F chord early on beat 4 of this bar, which is just going to further accentuate the kind of lazy slide down to the F in the guitar part by making the bass and the rest of the song's harmony like push to that chord on beat 4 instead of beat 1. It doesn't just sound like this is late now, it sounds like it's deliberately holding that G into, and then the slide down is going to be even more further accentuated. I think that's our bass line. Except why don't we bring these? In fact, all 3 of these. Let's bring them all down the octave so they're nice and dirty and low. Boom. What do I thought? Maybe we want it like there. Yes. Yeah. We just loop that. And I think what we'd do is we'd end up having it go to the C major at some point. Is this a different chord? It might pay to make it a different chord. Up to the D maybe. And we'll change this so that it feels like it's glitching along, because that was one of the things that was really effective, I think, about the first run, is this extra F note we put in here stops just as the glitch comes in. Right, so it's and that it makes the two parts sound like they're interlocking with one another and like responding to one another. So over here, where we've got a different rhythm on the glitches, that note was going into the glitch. We don't want it going into the glitch. We want it to make room for the glitch. So we'd have it like that. Except, have I got that right? Have I just put that in the nexus place? No, I have got it right. It's just a bit weird. I think maybe it should just be like that. Yeah, but. Okay, I'm happy with this, and then we take this and we write bass on it. We take this and we write bass on it. Let's put the sample down to the bottom below the click, so it really is just like out of the way. Then we'll put our steels at the top, and we'll put our bass directly underneath, and then we'll grab it all and loop it. A couple things. Let's just groove on that. Yeah, so I think after 4, that's when we want to take it to the C major instead. And so this is a thing about, I mean, for people with a bit of music theory, you'd be very familiar with this relationship, but every minor chord has a relative major chord and every major chord has a relative minor chord, and they sound almost identical, but at the same time they just paint very different moods. Oh, safe Nico. Soon come. Oh, you like it, yeah? Nice. It's getting there. Let's see if moving to the C here will work. And I think what we do is then we maybe just bring this. So now the main notes we're spelling. Actually, we could even keep the A there. It could just be really quick. Like that or something. Oh yeah, we'd want it to be a G, wouldn't we? That's what we'd want. I don't know. Okay, I'm going to abandon that for now. It just isn't having the desired effect. It isn't working as well as I thought it would. Sometimes it's like the simplest trick in the book to just pull out is to just go from, if you're in the minor, go relative major. If you're in the major, go relative minor. But in this occasion, I was just not feeling it. I think the steel guitar part's really spelling out an A minor for us there. So this is making me think of a group called Rat-a-tat. It sounds like one of their beats, and one of the things that I really like that Rat-a-tat often do, this is what we're going to do right now, is they use some really nice synths, like polysynths. So I want like a synth, I want it to be like an organ, like a sawtooth wave organ sound. Oh my days, please don't crash now, Pro Tools. My God, I haven't saved. And all of that sample chopping. Please. Come on, computer. I'm just pressing nothing. Come on now. You got this. Yes. Yes. Expand does often do that. Save. It hasn't really crashed that often. Yeah, okay. We're saving now. Okay, so what we want is polysynths, and we want anything that says saw. Okay, saw action. Let's just go with saw action for now, but if it's too energetic, we want like a really simple sawtooth wave, and we're just gonna spell out the chords. So we want like an aim up. Yeah, this is too synthy and trancey, it's not what I want. But we'll just spell out the chords for now. So like that. Yeah, okay, so that's cool. That's a chord. Saw stack. All these saws are too soft. Yes, Dan. You got the samples in. Sweet. It's going good, man. Right, I'll stop just looping this synth for a second. So here's our loop. Etc. And I want some kind of rat-a-tat style, like thick synth pads. Audio renderer error. Deep. Yes, rat-a-tat's a thing in it, Finberg. But that is not a rat-a-tat synth sound. Dubstep. Is that what the beatboxing sounded like? Yeah. I was going for like straight kind of hip hop. I suppose it is a bit of a dubstep tempo we're at, isn't it? Can we just have this solo and just the bar looped? Yeah, good. It's going to drive us a bit insane while it's looping, but in fact, we actually want to hear the whole sound, like the decay of it as well. Yeah, because that one's getting a bit mad. Wait, should we try it? Should we just indulge it? It's got too much decay. I want something that's just like a texture, like a solid, with no attack, no decay, just kind of thing, right? Bright metallic. All of these have got big attacks, like blah. Everybody needs a sub bass, Michael. It's true. It is true. I'm curious to push this synth sound up an octave. It's still a bit too like trancey and weird. We might have to resort to just using vacuum if we can't get a simple enough sound out of this. I would have thought we could find something though, surely. All-purpose stack. No, just no. This is waste. The other option, actually this could be fun. Why don't we try this? Let's save before I load a new plugin again. Let's try the organ. Is it the DB33 is the organ, I think. Yeah, okay. Does it have any, like... Funky. Full. Slight drive. No. We actually don't want the drive. Open doors. Yeah, that's the kind of sound I'm looking for. Okay, that's sick. And then, like, let's elongate these right out. Yamaha DX7 synth. That would be good. A desktop fan sample, yeah. So we go. I'm just going to paint out the basic chords here first, and then we'll make them sound richer in a moment. I don't really want them moving in parallel though, so that's the problem with the spread voicing, is we have less options to move in with different directions. So I might bring them in much closer together here, actually, and not spread the voicing. Because then we could move upwards with this here, so we go to G, B, D. And then the top F there. And yeah, A. Whoops. And C. Okay. I'm going to try and just put the major seventh in a bit. Just mess about with it. Like that. That's cool, I like that. Yeah. And then maybe something similar in this part. I wonder if we can hack the B. That would be quite nice, like a little second in there. I don't know. Yeah, I only want it once. I don't want it when the bass comes in. It's kind of stepping on the toes of this guy though, isn't it? Of the glitch at the top. So maybe it should just be for a really short amount of time, just like in there. Or even in there as well. Yeah, that just brings them to life a bit. Perfect. And then we're going to want to change the last chord of this of these pads. This is like I'm doing the reverse of what I normally do. I'm doing drums last. Yeah, bass is what makes people move for sure. Like there's something primal with like bass frequencies. Often you don't just hear them, you physically feel them. Like our ears are pretty good at hearing the higher pitch frequencies, but when bass is low enough, like sub bass, your ears hear it, sure, but like your body resonates like with those lower frequencies. Like you feel sub bass, and you can feel what note it is. It's the same as feeling the note with your ears, but like there's something much more fundamental about the way bass frequencies hit our body and the way we interpret them. Anyway. Right, and then this is where we'd change this to a D minor chord instead of an F, which just involves us moving this C up to a D there, like that. Yeah, I think we'll just leave it. I think we'll just go with that. And so maybe we could attempt the relative major thing again now, because the strength of then changing the keys with it might make all the difference. But I think we'll, yeah. Some speakers, like when the bass is full pelt, it can move. It will literally move you. So I'm going to layer up this organ sound with a single sawtooth wave to give it more of the vibe that I was feeling. And we're going to pick out one of the middle lines, the line that changes between the C and the D, depending on whether we're going to F or D minor at the end of the phrase. Because I feel like accentuating the difference there, it's a really nice difference like this versus there. But it's not particularly obvious. So let's make it more obvious right now with a vacuum, and I think there should easily be something a little bit in line with what we want. Or do we just... We could just go with that as it is, but let's... Double square? No. Can't see any saws. Detuned double saw. It's a little bit too detuned for my liking. For what we're looking for right now. Thick. No, it's got too much attack on it again. We just want something that's just like... Not quite hitting the angry dinosaurs. Yeah, I guess you're right. There must be something primitive about that. Like a low frequency rumble hits some sort of fight or flight smeared lead. It's not bad actually. So let's go with that for now, and then we'll see what we want to do about it later. So let's think. We want to land on that C. So let's start with the E. Turn these. Yeah. Da, da. Something like that. I don't like the sound anymore, but let's write the part and then deal with the sound in a minute. And then it can follow this part up to the F. Possibly. Let's try that. Okay, and let's just these two together now. We've got to get a nice sound between the two of these together. So we'll start with this guy. Let's compress it, like to absolute shit. Could try some fuzz on it maybe, but I'm not sure it needs it. Actually, just sounds better with the distortion just ruining the purity of that wave. I think we just leave it as it is. It cuts right through. Let's put the fat and the compression on it as well. So this, I mean, these pads are going to be chorus fodder. Like most of our beat isn't going to probably have these on, so we could even get rid of them for the first half. Something like that. Oh, and then the drop would be so loud. I think like I could come over to the right really, because maybe that. I feel like what we need to do now is EQ both of these with the exact same band. So we just put the same EQ on both of them. Yeah, that sounds fine. And then the same reverb on both of them. That'll gel the two of them together quite nicely. I think like a plate is fine. Simple drum line. Yeah, I think so. I think it was like a click track. Like I want a cross stick. So let's bang out our samples now then. So I think real kit for this time. We haven't used the real kit yet, I don't think, on one of these sessions, so we will today. I'm going to do the kick with the snares on, actually. Because if we're using a cross stick, it might be nice to have a little bit of like ghost snare. Yeah, so let's do that. Percussion. Tambourines, I think, yeah. Want those two tambourine samples, but they can both live on the same track. And then we're going to want a snare, like a ghost note. They're all very similar. Yeah, 4's fine. Ghost snare. And then like I want like a rim, not a rim shot, like cross stick. Wait, is that what they're going to call it? No, rim click. One has the quality I'm after. Nah. Yeah, I want the buzz. And that can go on the same track as the ghost note, right? I think that can be our kit for now. Maybe we want a hi-hat, but like the foot, not the... I don't want like hi-hat being hit with sticks. I want maybe just the... like open close or something. Pedalled. Yeah, pedalled quiet. Okay. Okay, so there's our kit. So, wow, why is VLC player just absolutely going mental? Like, I don't need you to list all of the samples you've already played to me. I don't... Sorry, he's still open. Oh my god. What is it doing? Have you finished? Okay, never mind. Just never mind. Crazy. Oh my god. Right, Michael, speaking of copyright claim, the beat that I made last Thursday, so this stream from last week has had several copyright claims on it, even though it's clearly me making an original piece of music. Like, one of the tracks that it says I've stolen the melody from is Jambalaya by Hank Williams. Now, if you can recall the beat I made last week, it does not sound like Hank Williams, fam. It's insane. How did VLC Player keep doing that even though I'd closed it? Anyway, whatever. Can you believe it? And the amazing irony of that copyright claim from last week is that they're claiming copyright on a piece of music that's in a video of me composing the music from scratch. It couldn't be easier to evidence the fact that I wrote that music and that I didn't use any samples, because you can see me creating the music out of software instruments. And they can't like be claiming it because I used like a Roland drum machine, because anyone can use Roland drum machine samples, surely. So let's start with an offbeat. What I want is I just want like the... No, I know what I want. Okay, let's name them all first. So that's hats. And that's the click. Oh, like rim. We'll call it the rim. Call that the snare. This the tam. And the kick. Yeah, exactly. I'm not even monetized. The whole thing's just absolutely mental. So let's just get the hats going on the offbeat. Yeah. Or do we want it just on the... Maybe we just want them there, actually. We'll start with them there. We'll get the tambourine going on the offbeats with a different hit each time. So it sounds a bit more human, like we've got two samples. The kick. I mean, nobody needs a kick sample that lasts that long, surely. I think we can get away with trimming it from there. And we want that to go there with the... Again, I just don't think any of these samples need to be so long. Like, that's fine. Yeah, this one also definitely doesn't need to be so long. Like, it could be that length. That's fine. But then the roll probably does need to be a bit longer, like. I actually don't dislike that. It's a bit weird. Let's cut it there. Okay. Yeah, sick. I want another snare ghost note there. This is starting to sound big. And so this is a good point about groove. 2 consecutive chords or scale notes. Is that all it takes? No, I definitely know it was a machine, because no human would do that. When it's like the video's called beat making sesh, like it's a madness. Look, here's a good little point about groove. If I just remove these snare notes, the groove still, like this drum beat still has almost all of its elements. We still got the offbeat tambourines on beats 2 and 4. We've got the rim shot and the hi-hats on beats 3 of each bar, and then we've got the 3 kicks in the first bar and then none in the second. If we just actually solo these. Okay, and if we got rid of the offbeat tambourine, we're all very familiar with a beat like that. And then put in the offbeat tambourine, breaks it up, you feel your head nod. But it's these little ghost notes that are actually on their own fairly insignificant, but in all of the like subdivisions in between, that's where you get the groove, right? Right, anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to loop all of this because we want to do some more work on the kick notes before we produce it. Because so I think we probably do want another kick right there to marry up with that bass note. Like making kick drum and bass parts linked together is always wise, I find. And we probably want like a double kick there. Maybe get rid of that there. It doesn't need probably another. Actually, no. Keep it in. And we'll maybe move this to there. Or to there. Yeah, that might be fun. And get another ghost in there. Let's try that. I want it there. Yep, I'm happy. And then we loop it all again because again our bass line changes even still. Like the loop is quite a long loop. So we do that. Is this gonna work? Yeah, fine. And then it's just back here where we'd want the kick to maybe just put them both like. Yeah, okay. I think we can get away with that. I think that's a groove. So let's loop the groove and solo all the drums and get them sounding fat. So these are probably mostly compressed, but let's just compress the fuck out of it. I mean, that's definitely making our kick thump. The other thing I really want to compress is the snare note there. Put a reverb on it as well. It's a bit much that, isn't it? Short plate. Nice. And we might add an EQ in before the... In fact, we want the EQ in before the compression as well, I think. And let's just bypass both of these effects for now. And in fact, can we just hear the rim on its own? Yeah. I like it. I think it's got too much reverb on it. Okay, and then I think, just because I kind of have to do it, we want like an actual snare to kick in. So like, just snare loud. Or maybe... God, they sound crap, don't they? Is the flam better? Let's get the flam in. And then let's also just get one of the loud ones in. And we'll use the flam on like every fourth one or something to give it some variety. But we'll switch between having the rim shot and the snare samples playing the snare part. So if we do something like this, and then flam at the end, and then cut all of that. Okay, and then what's it like if we have the rim shot muted? We're going with the snare. We'll call this snare hit, whatever, and we're going to give it maybe the same EQ as the rim shots had. Yeah, that sounds like a fine EQ. Maybe let's just test it. It's a bit tighter with boosting those higher frequencies. I like that. Cool. A reverb. Yeah, cool. Okay. I rate it. So we could start kind of structuring this a little bit. Like, we'll loop all of this for now across the whole track. Yep, and then again and again, and then we're gonna get rid of the snare hits in the first half and get rid of the rim shot hits in the second half. And then let's just give the whole thing a listen. Yeah, I think we need like maybe just for when these snares come in, but we need another snare note. It's that ghost note there. We want to change into a real snare hit. No, it wasn't that one. It's that one there. So like that, chuck that on top and then bring them both down. Yeah, cool. If we move that ghost note there where it happens. Yeah, fine. Just gonna make it the same in the second half there. Yeah, cool. Okay. Amazing. I think we're on to something here. I'm feeling it. Let's go from the top again. Because what we need to do is probably work out an intro, actually. Let's do that. Let's grab the whole select all malarkey. Boom. Oh, god damn it. Okay. Let's just move it all to here. And then bring the bass. And the guitar. And then get rid of that. I want the hi-hat part going from the very beginning. Just to give us a sense of like meter. So they're like, oops, they're there. We want like this bit. We want it like over here, but not there. We want it there without interfering with other things. Yeah, cool. And those guys maybe. That's the drop. Should we grab one of the flams for the drop just before it as well, like, so you feel the snare kick. I mean, some toms and maybe like a crash cymbal as well. That could work. Spam bots for spam bots, yeah. Yeah, fight fire with fire, one might say. But yeah, cool. Glad you guys are digging it. I'm having a lot of fun. I think some tom toms like with like a crash cymbal. So we need a couple more to like really let's move fully in the direction of like a human drum kit, you know. So yeah, let's make 2 more stereo tracks. Let's come back into our WAV hits. Let's get the HHX crash. Maybe it's loud-ish. I don't want it to be full throttle. Why doesn't that work? Can you play me the sample? No? Maybe that one file's corrupted or something. Yeah, I think that one's got more chill about it, which I actually quite like. So if we was to, it would probably end up here, wouldn't it? Now I say that, I think it's too quiet. Let's go loudish. Oh wait, loudish was the corrupted one, wasn't it? Okay, crash loud. Fine. Just give me some. Yeah, that's nice. Can come down in the mix. Crash. And then we actually, you know what we want to do? Let's duplicate this one because we want 2 tom tracks, because it's nice to have the 2 toms panned slightly differently, so they each take up different space. Toms. So let's take maybe a middle tom and a floor tom. I mean, we could take all 3. Where to drop the D to the double OG? I think the high one's too high. I think I'm happy with going with floor and middle. So we'd get rid of the kick and the snare roll on this bit. And would we put them like that, maybe? Yeah, maybe double up this kick. Like that, like one of the double sets. Yeah. That is going to be a beautiful moment in the tune when those toms just drop in. Alright, you ready? I do like to craft drums. Drums is like my first instrument, so when it comes to crafting drum parts, I take my time. You know what, as well, like Finberg had, you know what I'm feeling for this moment? Some ride bell. Or shoulder the stick. They're quite similar. Yeah. So we need yet another stereo track to bang it out, and then we'll get the bell to double the wait, hold on. No, I just want to. I want to work out where I want it. Ting 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 ting. Yeah, ting ting ting. Okay. Ting ting, got the ten ten, got the ten, got the ten. Is it there? Oh, it's muted. Nope, not there. Okay, so we'd want to go with this guy here as well. Quick experiment. If we just move all this into that bar for now, what does it sound like if we build the rhythm up out of these slices? So like that. Does it sound like a bit robotic and cool? No, I want them to sound more human, I think. But it was worth experimenting with there. So, oops. Like here. We're not getting enough feel though. This one here needs to be quieter. So I think we can just cheat by just getting the gain process, and just like if we just take like say 7 decibels off of it. Yeah, right? 7 might have been too much. No, I think that's fine. So we've got like our little quiet one there. So ting ting get ting ting to ting ting. It's a ting ting. Ting ting ting. Then we want like just a triplet at the end there. Ting ting. I think it's supposed to be a full loud one at that point. Yeah. Loop that. Loop it one more gain. Okay. Yes. Ha. Okay, cool. And so then we want to just loop everything around probably this section here. Like we can get a nice feel for everything that's going on, right? If we were to loop from say here to say here, we've got a nice 4-bar loop. We've got a bit of both. To have the same compression and reverb as the snares. Make the ting sing, baby. Can be a bit more subtle still. Put that reverb on the tambourine track as well. A bit down in the mix. Send them over to the left. In fact, no, let's send the hi-hat to the left and keep the tam in the middle. they're doing very little. Oh, we deleted the wrong thing here. We want the hi-hat to crack on there, and we want to get rid of the click on that fill. That Finberg inspired ride cymbal coming through hard. Fucking hell, it's 10 o'clock already. God, time flies, doesn't it? Okay, well that's my rhythm for now. That's cool. I know that Botchby wanted to get into Discord, didn't he? I need to send him a link. Let me see what people are saying here. Oh, okay, Nico's been sorting it out. Let's listen to it. Sing the thing, the ding ding ding, the ding ding thing. Ding dong, raka-taka bong. Man has got something. Alright, Daniel, do you want to hear it from the top again? Here we go. I need to produce the bass. The bass is the part where I still got the synth I started with. It's quite a nice synth, but it needs like compressing and EQing and stuff. Maybe even just different synth. Or doubling with a sub. Yeah, it's a ting. It's a ting. The ting has landed. Let me save this. I'm going to see if you man are in Discord. Okay, yeah. I can see both Nico and Daniel. You're both in Discord, but you're both in different channels, which is a bit next. So yeah, send me your tunes, and once I've got them, we'll jump in Discord. In fact, we'll just jump in now. Let's see. Dan's got his mic muted. Jump into the one with Nico. Save Nico. Are you there? Apparently not. Let's try Dan next. Save Dan. Are you there?
Yes, boss. Yes, boss.
Oh, yes. How's it going, man? You alright?
Hello. I'm good, sir. I'm good, sir. Let me just try and pause this. Alright. I've got something. I have got something.
Oh, cool. Alright, I'm excited. So if you send me a bounce, and then I'll play it out, and then we can do the chitter chatter. How have you found the samples?
I have found this so hard. every week has been like I'm learning a little something more,
Nice.
and I've just gotten around to like, right, I've been able to drop a beat. The first time I've been able to drop a beat this time.
Yeah, cool.
And then we've got the twist of like this sample, and I'm like, how? Like I've only just figured out how to do a beat.
Well, that's you know, that's something, isn't it?
Oh man. Well, I'm gonna send this over. How's everyone else doing?
I don't know. I've not heard from Nico yet. I think he's probably he's in one of the Discord channels, but I just jumped into it and he didn't respond, so I don't really know. But yeah, he's like idling on Discord, so he obviously hasn't looked at it in a while. He's probably mid beat make. But I would imagine he's going to rock up in a minute. And then Michael says that his workflow my workflow is infinitely more efficient than his because he only has an intro. But yeah, Michael, send me the intro, bounce it, send it to me, I'll play it out. And yeah, likewise. And as for Gabriella, Michael, I'm going to launch the official DankNStein Discord soon, so don't you worry. There's going to be a place for us to all chat very soon. But the Discord that I'm in now is not like a DankNStein. Put it that way. Yo. Michael, how's it going, bruv?
Yeah, good man. How are you doing?
Yeah, good mate, good. How's the old 4 producers 1 sample challenge going?
Not as well as yours, but whatever. I have an intro.
Sick.
It's a tease.
I do like a tease. Sick. So yeah, send it to me. Maybe like, oh wait, 99's got something as well. Yes. Get me all of your tunes. Get them over here. You can email them or you can WhatsApp them or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, either was good, man. And then I'll play them out. So we should be expecting quite a few tunes. Like we're at top like 6 or something. Wait, Nico, is that you there?
No, that was me. That was Dan.
Okay. Also, Michael, have you got? Oh wait, I think it sorted it. Have you got headphones, brother? You can put on because I'm hearing myself loop back.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right. Did everyone have a little clap for the NHS today? That's why I was a bit late to the stream. I suppose I'm talking to 2 people who aren't even in the UK right now, isn't it? So.
Yeah, they probably wouldn't have heard me.
Fair play. Definitely the wrong crowd for that question. Nico, where you at, man? Nico needs to come into this same channel as us. Get the old 4-way out, so to speak.
Where's James? Where's he at?
That's a good question as well. Yeah, Finberg needs to appear. I'm checking my WhatsApp as well. He's not sent me anything on there. Actually, let me check my emails because Finberg sometimes emails me things. Nope, nothing from Finberg. So if you're hearing this, if you're lurking in the chat of the stream, Finberg, get me your tune. Alright, I'm going to play mine out again because I just want to vibe to it. Maybe this bass needs something. Serious. Okay, right. Hang on. I'm going to jump out of this Discord for a second, guys. I'll jump back in while you're bouncing your tracks. But I'm going to go and top up my glass anyway. So I'll be back in like 2 minutes. So yeah. Safe in a bit.
Cool.
Yeah, 2 minutes. Just need to get the old charge the glass, you know what I'm saying? He's back, baby. How's it going? Woo! Alright, so. Bounce up and down. Oh, yes, bouncing. Finberg. Sick. Sent 2 songs from Medieval Culture and They Rave. That's hilarious. Yeah, I'm going to check on those after, but I am a bit praying about like getting copyright flagged again. If I play out tunes from YouTube on the streams and they're not my tunes, then allow it. It's just more hassle than it's worth, especially seeing as I'm disputing last week's ones already. I don't want to give them a reason to palm me off, do you know what I mean? So, for anyone who's just joining us, let's hear the tune I've created here. Well, it's not even a tune, it's just like a build-up. It's like the foundations of a song. Alright, cool. Bass is very loud, isn't it, actually? Sweet. Nice one there. The organs could get louder now, actually. So big. I'm feeling it. Feeling it hard. A good time-lapse song. Yeah, I like it. I like your thinking. Okay. Let's see what we got around here. Wait. That's jokes. Got a message from my mum in WhatsApp saying, "We are watching you." Hilarious. Okay, amazing. So Michael, my cousin Michael in Spain, has sent me his tune. It's called Fourth Stream. It's called The Song That Never Starts, he says. Or simply, The Tease. The Tease. Now we're talking. Oh, he reversed them. I like that. Wow, this is atmospheric to the max, Michael. This is sick. Very moody. It is a tease as well, because that's just when I wanted to hear what's going to happen next. Let's get that once more. A little big kind of like white noisy thing there as well. I like the bassier thing, that looping like Yeah, and then those bells are just mental. They just blow it wide open like bing. Nice. Yeah, man. Oh, yes, Andrew. How you doing, mate? Stefano. That's really cool, Michael. I really like that. We're going to be talking to you in a second. We'll be talking to Michael in just a moment. But right now, let's move over to Botcherby's track here. Daniel, the other Daniel. Here we go. Oh, wait, let me just stop this for a second. Okay, so you were like, oh, I've just worked out how to make a beat. You haven't just worked it out, you have smashed it out of the park, and I've only heard a couple of seconds. Right, let's go back in. Love that. Yeah. I love the loop you've made out of the pedal steel as well. Like really like making the most of that big rise, like. Yeah. Yeah, man. Awesome. Yeah. Oh, those pads are so nice, man. It's almost like a choir sound. It's got that kind of vocally. Mate, that was cool. That was fucking cool. Let's have it again. you? Pitch shifted down, or is it just? Well, we'll speak to you in a minute. Yeah. Oh, that's so nice. That change of texture is so nice. I also like the wood block. But yeah, for me, this tune, man, is that change of texture from when you bring the pedal steel out and then these pads in, and the mood just completely. It feels like walking outside, like just completely changes the vibe. That's really cool, man. Nice one. That's fucking sick. Okay, Finberg sent his. Boom, boom, boom. They're just appearing. Tunes are appearing left, right, and centre. Okay, sick. So Finberg's called his track Blue Steel, which is probably not a deliberate reference on James's part. I don't know, like, if that's definitely. Well, I would be very surprised, Finberg, if you're referencing my Minecraft series, but Blue Steel is fairly relevant to the Minecraft games we play on this channel too, so that's pretty funny. Alright. Oh yeah, you said you were going to do garage, innit? Sick. Oh, that sub. Yeah, man. Amazing. So low. Is that the pedal still there though? Have you like time stretched them right out? So cool, man. That also feels like it's just about to get going just as it ends. That's amazing. Had to throw the headphones on to hear the bass. Yeah, exactly. All right, cool. So also, I think, James, what I need to do is I need to send you an invite to this. Hold on. So if I copy this, Finberg, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you a WhatsApp message with a link, and with that link you can join the chat so we can all talk about these beats now. We're waiting for Nico still. Nico still needs to appear with his tune. All right, wait. That's WhatsApp sound that you just heard just then. That was Nico sending me a message that just says, all right, I was long, but here's my ting. So we've got Nico's tune to listen to now as well. And then once we do that, we're all going to convene in Discord and have this discussion here about what we've all created and what we've heard. So yeah, Nico's coming next. I might play mine again at the end, and then we'll do the chat. Well, actually, while we're waiting for Nico's, let's play mine now. Finberg, I definitely felt like with yours as well, you had the ride cymbal nearly coming in again at the end. It was like getting me really hyped to hear the full outro of the tune. rhythms. Rhythms. Let's see. Okay, wait, Nico is still yet to appear in WhatsApp. It's probably just doing an upload at his end. But yeah, seriously, guys, this is all very good. This is all very good indeed. All the ting you give me. I got mad confused for a sec. I thought you were playing my ting, and I realised it's just because your samples are bare familiar. Okay, that'll be Nico's tune arriving, I bet. And so it is. Okay, so here's Nico's one. Sick. I'm in. So it sounds like you went down the road of distorting the samples, which I was this close to doing. Yes. This is sick, Nico. I love that, like, is it a timbale? They're like, yeah. So cool. You've got like two distinct sections as well, man. That's impressive for the time. Yeah. Very cool indeed. Feeling it hard. Wait, it's doubled up, is it? Oh shit. I don't know how that happened. Discord's doubling it up, sorry. I mean, it wasn't Discord. OBS somehow flopped it. There we go. I've sorted it now. That probably sounds clearer now. Yeah, sorry about that, Nico. How long was it like that? I don't know. I must have accidentally pressed a shortcut into OBS that because I've got like, oh, it's a long story, but basically there was a little workaround I had to fiddle with to get Pro Tools audio into OBS. So you were getting it twice basically, but it had it on for yours too. Oh, so it must have been on there for a while. Okay, sorry about that then, peeps. Well, we'll listen to all the tracks again in a minute, but everybody get on Discord now then, and let's have a little debrief, shall we? I've sent you the link, James. I think Michael and Nico, you both know where you're going. So jump on in. Safe. I'm coaching and awaiting. I can see Daniel, you're there. Yeah.
Sick. Yes,
Sick.
yes.
Easy, Michael. Yep, good stuff. Yo. Oh, Nico hasn't heard Finbergs and Botchbees. All right, let's play them all again. Yeah, sounds good. We'll play them all again. Fuck it. Okay, so here's Finbergs. Sweet. I can see everyone's in the Discord now. That's big.
Yo.
Sabotage my thing on the stream, yeah.
Big thing.
Yeah, you think I was trying to just trying to bait you out?
Yeah. Heard my banging rhythm before. No.
I'm in.
Yes, say
Love
James.
it. Love it.
Where's what you be?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Say. Yeah. And Michael?
Am I getting lag? Is there lag from the live stream?
There's definitely mute the live stream right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I would mute it while you're in Discord.
But yeah, that was live as normal. I've not actually heard anyone's tune apart from Daniel's and mine. I've not heard the other
You
three.
sneaky bastard.
Hold on, I'm playing James's now, but I'll pause it for a sec. So,
Play them all again, man.
is it worth everyone? Should we just all kick from Discord or mute yourself in Discord for a sec? Get the stream back on. We'll play all the tunes and then we'll discuss them. Yeah.
That sounds good.
All right.
All right.
Big in the game. Okay, cool. Right, here's James Finberg's. Straight in. That organ's serious.
Inside.
Inside. In fact, you know what, guys? After Finberg's, jump in the Discord. We'll discuss the tracks one by one, innit? I think that's the way to play it.
Yeah, man. Sounds good.
I love those little swells and stuff. Always so intricate with Finberg's stuff. And then the floor to the floor comes in. Oh, it's a tease though. Alright, yeah, jump in the Discord. We'll discuss that one first. I think it's big in the game, but my main question to James when you appear back in the Discord, bruv, is how did you use the samples?
Yeah, I couldn't hear the samples.
Yeah, that's my query, James. My first question to you is is the pedal steel sample in there? Is it like super disguised?
It's super low down. It's like the background. It's like a pad basically in the background.
Nice.
It's like the swell bit.
Yeah, I heard something that I thought was it, but I was like, then there was also synths doing a similar kind of like.
It's like I've got to put some like tremolo or something on it and put it like super low in the background as like a pad.
Right.
But I
Amazing.
was having trouble like mixing it because my computer's being bait. So.
Classic. It's always just like man versus machine with this kind of stuff, like.
Yeah, too many effects and stuff, man. But they're all sound wicked, man. I mean, like.
I'm loving the garage vibe. I even like the 4 to the 4 vibe at the end. I like how dry the sounds are. Like there's not much reverb on it.
No, I mean, it's got a lot of reverb on that pedal steel that kind of takes over. So I've done no mixing or anything on it. It's pretty like loose.
Yeah.
But yeah, sick.
But it's cool. I think like your
sick,
drum
James.
parts are always so intricate and like
Man, your drum
varied.
part's sick, man. I love the little shuffle bit.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I got like the ghost notes out. But
Yeah, the ghost notes, man.
we'll get to that.
Yeah, sweet. Right, the next one on.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Yeah, do it.
All right. So next let's drop into a cheeky bit of Botchby. Here we go. I've got this one right here.
Cool.
I'm gonna
mute my Discord.
Yeah, I'm gonna bounce from the Discord.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. It's the Daniel Botchby show. Banging it out. Second it. Also, Michael, don't worry. There's going to be the DankNStein Discord soon enough. Well, I'll hook you up with that next week. It's that switch to those pads there. It's so nice, man. Stroking my spine. Yeah, exactly. I think Nico put his Yeah, Nico, you're right on the money there. That pad, it's the shift in the middle of the tune from the pedal steel loop, which is also really nice the way you've managed to make that pedal steel loop. But then the shift into the pads, it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Trust me, it is sick.
I was just doing my thing, like trying to find like a nice sample right at the beginning, and then I just found it in C, right, and then I spent most of my time just putting the. I'm getting massive feedback.
Yeah,
What's going
somebody
on?
needs
That
to
was me,
wear
sorry.
headphones.
Mute the stream.
Just realizing how silly I sound.
Yeah, it's so
But,
distracting, isn't it? Trying to like speak when you can hear yourself coming back. There's something like that. Your brain's just like, I can't do it. Anyway, sorry, go on.
Oh yeah, so I spent most of my time just figuring out how to use the sampler. I was using Ultra Beat on Logic,
Right.
and just trying to get that to work. And then once I got it in, and I got everything in, and then I realized, oh my god, I've only got like 10 minutes to like cut up the pedal steel and turn it into something. So I just slapped on loads of delay, and then just got it as much as that.
Nice.
It worked, though, it sounded sick.
It did.
Yeah, sounds good, man. Sounds good.
Yeah, and the drum loop
Cheers,
is
guys.
sick as well. Like, what's the thing that's like? Is it just an open hi-hat sample, or is it like something the thing? I don't know how to describe it.
So I had, I programmed it, Nico. So I just had like a closed hi-hat, and so I put it into Ultra Beat, and then when I exported it in like a key, an octave down, and then I could pitch it back up. So then I could basically pitch the hi-hats so they kind of run, and if they do a few different notes.
Nice.
And then I found like just a nice little perk, like just a wood block sound, like.
Yeah, that's nice, man.
Mm-hmm.
And then I
love
just
the
did
wood
it
block.
classic trap, just put it in the just basic trap, and then that was it.
Sick.
Yeah, B to the I to the G to the T to the I to the N to the G to the S.
Very good. Very good. Who just left? Oh, that was James. Okay. Maybe Nico. Oh no, he's back. I just thought he was just
Yeah.
like, that's it. I can't take it anymore. If Nico's spelling big things, I'm out. All right. Nice. That's awesome. Right. Next, let's play Michael's. Where is it? Here it is.
Safe one.
Bouncing.
So I'm gonna boot from the Discord again. We'll play Michael's and then we'll
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
speak to him.
I just mute the Discord and go into the stream.
Cool. Here we go. Oh yeah, and the defenders. This is a very good question about are we going to make these files public. We will. And David, no, this is just a different Discord. We're going to get to the DankNStein Discord. Don't you worry, we'll get there. So this tune, this Michael one, I'll play it again because I've ended up just speaking over most of it. Michael says that this track is called, let me get this right, The Song That Never Starts, or simply The Tease. So I won't speak for it this time. Okay then, so that is quite something, isn't it? It's certainly a tease, like you say, Daniel. I'm ready for the drop. So Michael, talk us through your process.
Well, basically, like, to be honest, I just didn't have enough time. So it's like, it is what it is.
Yeah,
Did
yeah.
you start playing guitar in it, like on top of the lap
Yeah,
steel
yeah.
guitar?
That's the
Sick.
the electric guitar.
Sick, sick,
That's sick.
Thought about
That's
doing
so
that.
sick.
And what did you do with the pedal steel? Did you reverse it, or is the reverse guitar what you played in?
No, the pedal steel is just left how it is. The guitar is reversed.
Right.
And it's this, yeah, it's the same guitar bit that comes in later, but it's reversed at the beginning.
Right.
And
I like it. I want to hear where it's going though.
Yeah,
It sounds
me
like
too.
a film scenario soundtrack.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I can see that. It's definitely got like.
A Soviet film.
Classic.
But yeah, no, it's cool. It's definitely a tease. And then that moment in the middle where you get the like those like FM bells.
Yeah. That was like the first thing I put in. I just kind of slapped 3 notes, and then I was like, nice, I'm gonna keep those.
Cool. Yeah. No, it's sick. It works, man. It works. So yeah, definitely develop it.
Yeah, thanks.
Cool. All right, nice. And then we'll play Nico's. Is next, I believe. So I'm gonna boot out of this Discord again.
Yeah.
Speech in a moment. Yeah, I got to put the doubling effects on to sabotage the thing, innit? I'll allow you this time. That's such a drop, that moment. Ruins of the past, yeah. It's such a chilled vibe, this section. So sparse, and then suddenly... Suddenly it gets very in your face. It's so cool. And it's a great example of like half time to double time, back and forth kind of thing. I don't know if the drums are even going half time, double time, but just the the drums stay the same, don't they? But you just still have this sense of like the meter doubling. Just from the guitar, I guess, from the way you've used the samples. It's very cool. Amazing. Ba-ding. Yeah. So yeah, Nico, talk us through your process. Classic. That's my opening question.
Cool. Yeah, so I started off making the beat you can hear at the beginning, before the main drop. I started with that. Then I did the main drop beat. Then I imported all of that into Pro Tools, and then I started just by adding all the samples, chopping it into the bits I wanted to use, and then arranging them how I wanted to use them. The half time and double time bits. The double time bits, I'd started like chopping up, and then I realized I quite liked the sound of it chopped, so I kind of left it like that and just like chopped it and just mishmashed it a little bit in quite like just to eighth notes.
So it's a bit of a happy
of the
accident
bar.
having them chopped like down, 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 down.
Yeah. And then after I realized it sounded not too bad, I was like, cool. Let's like stylize this a bit more. And then the distortion, I added a little bit of distortion to one of them, but I wanted to pitch shift another side, which I didn't quite get the time to do. But as it stands now, I'm quite happy with the outcome in the time I was given. And yeah, I might go back into that another day and do a little bit of changes as well, but I'm happy with that as well.
Yeah, man.
That was really sick.
Yeah.
Cheers. Safe.
Agreed.
How did you chop up like this? Like, what was your like thinking behind the way you would chop up the sample? And
So literally, I just imported the two samples after I'd already kind of structured the beat, and then I just like chopped it into the bits I wanted to use. And then because of the bass that I'd put into the verse, there was only I couldn't use all of the I couldn't do as much chopping with what I'd in the verse as I had done in the other section, just because it didn't match that bass note in the key. So it just kind of separated it immediately into two sections, and then it was just easy to move around and just see what I like the sounds of.
that's sick. I've actually kind of got the same question for James from the song from last week. How he like cut up Dan's voice and like it's just the I get cutting up the sample, but then it seems so precise, and then to have such flexibility over it, and like you had like so many really quick repeats of it. Were you just literally taking it and then just duplicating it, or were you doing something in particular?
So James isn't in the Discord anymore. He might jump back in to answer the question. Fingers crossed.
Oh yeah, but that question straight back to Nico as well. Like, when you cut up the sample, but how did you get it to like, the moment where it goes da-doom, doom, doom, doom? It just sounded so clean. Like it sounded.
So when I went there, I think I like just arranged it by grid to like, I don't know, 30-second notes or whatever it was, and then you can just literally just like, for example, highlight 3 of those, and that's going to be, or 4 of those, and it's going to be like an amount that you want to duplicate, and just duplicate it, and then it clicks it to the grid.
James has just said in the
clicks it to
chat
the grid
that
for
he
you.
uses the fruity slicer
Oh, is that what James does? Seen.
and then just play around till I hear something. That's what he says. And like whenever I've tried to do it as well, I did a little bit of it for this tune. It's a very time consuming thing to do, and I don't feel like I get as good results as like certainly what James did last week with those vocals and what Nico's done just now. But it's just trial and error, isn't it? When you're slicing up samples to try and make something new out of those smaller like component parts, it's just like massive trial and error, right?
Yeah, but there's also like once I've got it into Pro Tools, if you press like Control D, it duplicates, and what I'll do is I'll make sure that, for example, if I want it to be like repeated every bar or every beat or every like 16th beat or whatever, then I'll just highlight that section and just press Control D, and then it can just like do that for me, so I don't have to worry about like moving it left and right. It's just like I just highlight a whole bar and then press duplicate, and then it's in the next bar, and then I can just move that wherever I want it to be.
Nice. Yeah, that does. I'm gonna have to find the Logic equivalent. I'm sure it exists.
Yeah, there must be one. Don't know
Yeah.
what it is though. Apple D.
I just literally did it like completely manually in Pro Tools.
So you're like clicking and moving each like copy of the sample.
Just like you got the scissor hand thing. So I'd just like listen to it, and then I'd be like, oh yeah, what's falling into that beat there, I just want on its own. And I'd just like highlight it and just drag it out, like duplicate it out from the main sample. But I mean, I'll play my track again in a minute. But you guys have all heard it enough times, so we don't need to play it now before we discuss.
I've only heard it once, so I want to hear it like again.
Oh.
But just before you go, the other thing I was going to say is by chopping up the sample more, it meant I didn't have to like time stretch the sample to match my beat as well, which was quite just a cheeky tip.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
All right, should we head back to the stream?
Cool. Yeah, I'll play my beat out then, and then we'll revert back and finish up the stream on another little chat.
Wicked.
Cool. All right, beginner game. So here's the DankNStein piece. If you just happen to be joining us now, which would be pretty peak, but if you are, here's the fruits of my labour from the last 2 and a bit hours. That's the thing. That is the thing. What am I looking for? Discord. Here we go. So yeah, I think one of the things that's really fascinating about this task is how different all the tunes are. Like very, very different moods from the same sample. And I suppose you kind of, I don't know. It's always the way, I suppose. If you give like a sample to a load of different producers, it's kind of obvious they're all going to take it in very different directions. But
yeah. I'll tell you what is surprising me the most: how much each producer has an individual sound. Like I reckon if we like consistently, wait, can you guys hear me?
yeah.
Yeah. If we consistently like just had like, you know, a whole bunch of beats, I'd be able to be like, yeah, that's James' beats, that's Butcher beats, that's my beat, that's Daniel's beat. Michael's less so just because I've not heard as much of your productions. But
Well, it would just be the last beat that you've not named, right?
well, yeah.
By power
but
of
yeah, there's,
deduction.
Yeah.
There's one beat left and one guy. I wonder who it would be.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. I think like there's something about the way that you program drums, Nico, that is definitely very distinctive. Like whenever I hear your drum tracks, I'm like, and the choices of like different percussive instruments and just a general fruity
Appreciate that, son. I appreciate
fruity sound. Like, what do I mean? Like the kind of collection of fruity samples.
Those actually, the ones I used today were from a sample pack I downloaded, some random drill producer, I think called K9.
Oh,
And I
okay.
just found a sample pack that, yeah, it's got a bunch of kicks, 808s, snares. I think the hats I got from the Akai drum machine.
Yes, I know that one.
If anyone cares.
Yeah. So yeah.
I
that
think
was-
it's your use of the 808s. It's just like so like it's
love
so
the
like
808s.
you like there's a real like character to it.
yeah.
Like as
I
you
do
said,
love
like,
them.
you can really identify like exactly when you're like making a beat.
Yeah, it's the.
I think that's partly because I'm not as good at, like, I find I can't program bass as well. But I do, that is something I want to work on. Maybe for the next project, I'll like specifically work on that. I just want to like get a good, because I want to be able to like slide basses. So it's not just every time like having like an attack. I want it to be able to, you don't know what it is. I want to be able to move between notes a bit more seamlessly.
Yeah, I know
Otherwise,
how
I
to do that in
would-
Fruity Loops, but not in any other software.
Yeah, I've done it before, but it's just I'm kind of out of the loop. And yeah, recently I've had time limits, so I've been like less focused on getting that done. But yeah, thank you for the compliments, nice words.
For sure, man.
And yeah,
And then like,
your tune sounded banging too. I didn't even comment on yours.
thanks. I think like with Finberg.
When those drums come in, that's sick. In
Oh,
your tune,
nice.
Daniel. They're
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a little shuffle bit. To lead
Sweet. Yeah.
Yes, that shuffle into the drums, killer.
in. Yeah.
Nice one. Yeah, I mean, it is like 99 is just saying in the chat, he's like, you can tell when a drummer programs beats because it sounds natural. I always feel like I don't have to try when it comes to drum parts. Like, it's just like, I know what, like, I can just listen to it and be like, that's what I need to do.
Yeah.
Whereas I know that like lots of, like when I'm say programming like a synth part, or like certainly anything melodic, I'm just like more like feeling around in the dark. Like, okay, well, let's try this, let's try that, let's try this, let's try that. And it takes usually maybe 3 or 4 attempts at least to get something. Whereas with drums, I'll be like, yeah, it's that I need, you know?
What I find I do is I just pick up a guitar and then I like try and emulate the guitar on the synth when I'm trying to come up with synth lines. So I like play it on the guitar first, which is why sometimes I'll have like doodaloo, just those kind of notes, just because that's how I would have played it if I was like finger picking on the guitar.
Yeah. Have you seen those
Insight into my
those
creative
synth
process.
guitars, Nico, where you can
Yes.
it's like a guitar
Yeah,
that's a
where you-
MIDI controller.
Yeah, they are sick now. Like the technology has clearly improved a lot since I was at school, because they're looking live, and I definitely want to get one as well.
Yeah.
Things.
That's really interesting. Like both of you have kind of identified you throw in the drum patterns like just like nothing, and then Nico, you're thinking in things like a guitar,
Yeah.
and then I'm slyly all about like some pads and some keys.
Just got the keys chords in there.
Yeah, I feel like
Stick to what you know is the way to make it easiest.
what we've heard from your tunes so far, Botchby, is like clear, like, yeah, like pads definitely, like, and textures, and I think like all you've got like an ear for the EQ and the like the spread of the textures and the, what do I mean? Yeah, like the sonic palette.
It's very kind.
Without sounding too wanky.
Sonic palette.
I mean, there is no EQ going on in any of my beats right now.
Yeah,
but yeah,
I mean, maybe it just comes from then a certain approach or the choice of reverbs or sounds or whatever, but there's like there's like a definite like kind of, I don't know what I'm talking about, soupy quality where everything kind of gels together.
Super quality.
Maybe soup is
No,
the wrong
I know
word.
what you mean, man. I know what you mean. Yeah, it's like painting a picture with a sonic paintbrush.
There you go.
that's sick. Thank you.
Now I'm the one who sounds like a wanker.
Yeah. Well,
You're all
yeah.
wank.
I mean, yeah. Come on. Let's be honest. When you get a load of people to sit around and talk about their art, it's always gonna sound like that at some point. But
Yeah.
it is interesting. It's definitely interesting to hear and hear the tunes, but also to hear what you guys have to say about how you got to that point. So
I think I nailed it, son.
I think we did. So
That's weird.
this is cool. Like, it was, yeah. Finberg saying if we combined everybody together, we'd get the perfect track. So there's a bit of software. There's like a cloud production software called Ohm Studio, where we can, rather like a chat room, we can all be in the same project at the same time. So
That sounds crazy.
yeah. So we could try that one week where we're each like recording and programming different elements into the same, workstation project.
Yeah, that sounds cool, man.
It'd be mad, innit?
I'm not sure how to use it, but I'm giving it a go.
Yeah,
I just flop and listen to you guys make a beat.
I used Dome Studio a couple of times, like many years ago, but I haven't used it recently at all. So I might have to do some research first to see if that's possible. But thanks for getting involved as always, guys. Like, and I think it's jokes. Like, this is something that I think we can just grow and grow and grow. It might get to the point where we need to split off into like a few separate streams where we have, because if more and more people want to make tunes as well, there's going to come a point when there's only so many of them we can listen to and discuss
Yeah, without it being like 3 hours of just listening.
in one stream. Exactly. So it might come to the point where we need some sort of like sectors You know, where each of us then have like a stream where we've got several people making tunes. Start splitting it up like that. One
How
question.
many have we done by the way? 'Cause I seem to have 4.
Yeah, this is the 4th week.
Cool.
I think, was it just me and you, Nico, in the first week, or did Daniel make
And then I think Daniel Botcherby joined in.
week
in
two?
I was reading the logic manual for the first week. And it's been a slow progress.
Yeah.
That's sick. Yeah, so I think we'll just keep cracking on with this, and like Nico suggested, maybe we do one week where we do a vocal session, so we could get all of the old beats. Yeah, and we all like just work on finishing all the beats we've started, and adding vocals and things. Could be fun. Otherwise, the Defenders asked earlier in the chat if we would be making all of these tunes public. So we could also have a think about a way of sharing the like demos afterwards, or if we do just want to wait until we finish them all and then put out like a Thursday music making club album.
Yeah,
Oh,
I've already
shit.
started writing some lyrics for some solo stuff on my beats, but cool.
Nice. Well, yeah, we
I'm
can
happy
all
to make them
vocal.
public though. Like they're still going to be public, but I just mean that like I might plan on completing some of these by myself.
Yeah, well, we can all complete them still by ourselves, and then like ones that we want to put forward into like a collective album to put out, we could.
Yeah,
And then if you want to keep certain ones back for yourself, then that's fair game as well, isn't it?
Just because I've got a couple bars
He's
already.
gonna keep all the good ones for himself.
Aren't we all,
They're
mate?
all good. I only make big bangers. Man. You guys are lucky to be getting exclusives.
Yeah, well, that's it. These streams are offering people insight, you know. But what?
Yeah.
Let's see. No,
I heard from what's his called, Dominic Raab, man, that we're gonna be in isolation for at least another 3 weeks. So that's a mixtape at the very least, or EP at the very least, right there. Another 3 tunes.
you know, by that point we will have done 7.
Yeah,
That's madness.
man's busy. Couple more pandemics, I might finally complete an album.
Let's do this.
Yeah. All right. Sweet. Well, nice one, guys. Thanks so much, and sick rhythms as always. Well played.
Yeah.
Well played.
Same time.
Yeah, nice one, guys.
Yeah. Same time
Bye.
next week, innit? Take care.
Cool.
Peace.
Peace out.
Bye.
Oh,
Say
everyone like the stream.
bye.
Don't forget to like the stream. It puts it in front of more people. Done.
Oh yeah, good idea.
Yeah, Nico likes to big me up. He's my official hype man. But he's right. If you're watching right now and you haven't liked it, smash that like button.
Yeah. Don't just press
Slap
it. Don't
it.
just hit it. Smash
Slap
it.
it.
You want to make sure that it's been smashed.
Or
You want
maybe-
it in pieces.
I mean, people always say this stuff. It's so excited. Why don't YouTubers just say like gently, respectively, like look after your mouse, look after your computer, gently and, and responsibly.
get consent and then tickle that like button.
Click the like button with a gentle touch. Softly, softly stroke the like button.
Clit rub the like button.
Too far. Too far.
Oh, sorry, guys.
All right, cool. Nice one. Take care, guys.
See you, man.
Peace. All right. Well, that was a lot of fun. Lubricate that like button. Rah, just look back down and the likes have absolutely doubled or tripled or something. So I'm going to play the beat one more time, and then, as is tradition on a Thursday after Beat Making Club, I'm probably going to play some Project Zomboid in 15 minutes or so. So look out for another stream starting with some Project Zomboid very soon. Yes, Finberg, keep it up. So I'm going to play the beat once more, and then I'll catch anyone who cares to join us for some Project Zomboid in 10 minutes or so. Thank you very much, everybody, once again. Peace. I'm gonna say that was serious. That was very, very serious. I liked it. Yeah, we're gonna get some projects onboard on. I think Stefano, yeah. Yeah, Michael Kirkland featuring Michael Kirkland. That's hilarious. But yeah, getting like little like webcam feeds of everybody as well would be really jokes, wouldn't it? Anyway, look, thanks for watching one and all. I will be back for some projects onboard in a minute. Be doog to each other.